friends. I hope those of my friends in the U.S. had a good Memorial Day, and I hope it is relaxing and meaningful as you remember all the folks who have helped to make our way of life possible. I feel some kind of way about what we put our military folk through, and some of the songs that I'm going to share tonight are going to reflect that. But I do think it's important to honor that sacrifice that so many have made. And for those of you who are tuning in that are not in the United States, and I know we have at least two, hope you're having a great Monday. So in case you're new to the channel, my name's Jeremy Grafe, and if you haven't already, please follow the channel so that you get all the notifications when I go live, and maybe think about sharing the stream with some friends. I have some really great songs planned for tonight, and I'm really excited about it. So invite some other friends to the party. We might not have a barbecue, but the Wandering Bard is infinitely large, so we can accommodate a much larger party. So how's everybody doing?
Everybody's good, yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
You have lots of friends here tonight.
Nice. Well, I know my cousin Scott's here, and I know I saw a comment from Glenda, so hello. And I know Judith is here from Australia, so good morning to you, Judith. And Mr. Fetterman is here from the land of the north. So that's cool.
Lindsay's here as well.
And Lindsay is here reporting and telling us all about life in Ohio, I'm sure.
I forgot about that. Yes. Oh, and Judith said that they're back in lockdown, so that's kind of the unfortunate thing right now.
That is unfortunate. Well, hopefully that does not last terribly long for Australia, and everybody can get healthy soon. This has been such an incredibly trying year, to put it mildly. I'm fully vaccinated now, and it's a little strange reintegrating back into like social settings and all that other stuff. So, yeah, hopefully this won't last very long, and Australia can get it under control, and folk can start seeing each other again. What else do we got? All right. I got music. So this is such a beautiful time of year in this part of the world. And I could mean the East Coast generally, just because it is such an incredibly verdant place to live. And while the pollen is doing a number on my sinuses, it is just, everything smells incredible, and it's awesome to see the flowers unfolding and almost like having a shift change week to week. So the wildflowers, they're a little different every week. It's really incredible. And birds are migrating, so we're seeing a lot of birds that we usually only see around this time of year. For added fun, Google indigo bunting. They're incredible. We don't see a whole lot of them, but imagine a really rich like indigo, but slightly iridescent in sunlight, and just gorgeous.
We got to see one today.
We actually went out on a little bit of a hike in a local park, which is a really cool place because a lot of birds hang out there, so you get to see a lot. We'll get to see a lot of golden finches through the summer, and there's some bald eagles that nest kind of nearby. You don't see those every day, but they are kind of a regular treat, which is sort of nice. Anyway. This song is kind of an ode to like late spring, early summer, and all the beauty that just unfolds around us. Music in these pictures. music in these pictures from a forthcoming album I've been working on for the last little while. So I'm really excited about that one. It's one that I've been demoing over the last week, and it's been fun to experiment with some new things, changing the arrangement around just a little bit and seeing how it sounds with some different instruments, which is really cool. Yeah, so how's everybody doing?
Good, they like that song.
Oh, cool. Cool. Cheers to you. Right, well, so this isn't directly related to the holiday, but something I think about quite a lot is the importance of memory, and not just remembering the people who are important to us, but remembering the important things of our lives. And having seen several people that I love succumb to dementia, it's something that I'm particularly sensitive to and aware of. So as we're remembering the veterans in our life and the sacrifices that they've made, I also want to just take a moment and share this song that is kind of about the fragility and also just the incredible treasure that our memories are, regardless of who we are. Clarity of sparkling memories of So, how's everybody doing? Good, 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 good. All right.
Everybody's good. Lindsay's going to send you a link to a video when he visited Fort McHenry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a fun visit if you're...
The flag change there, so...
Oh, okay. That's a good visit if you're at Inner Harbor?
Oh, yeah, that's in Baltimore, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were there.
We were there.
Yeah, we had a nice visit
We
there.
did. We had a nice visit. We had a really gorgeous day. It was kind of on the hot side, but it was still beautiful.
Yeah, I do remember that now.
Yeah, always good to get in the history visits when you can. Don't forget.
Yeah, there are lots of monuments, and we have Gettysburg here, so...
Well, yeah, here. It's close-ish.
Close-ish. That's probably one of the major ones, besides Valley Forge.
And both are about an hour from us. So, both are good to visit for different reasons. So, changing up just a bit, the next song is a story about star-crossed lovers where one of them gets sent away by his parents, by ship. And this is a Maid in Bedlam. So if one of you knows the date on this, throw that in the comments. I think it's 16th century, but I'm not sure. Anyway, 16th century, if you got sent away by ship, there really weren't, you probably weren't getting sent away to your foreign cousins. You were probably going to serve in a war, which isn't fun, or as a merchant, which could be kind of fun, but if you're just getting shipped off, you're probably only a deckhand. So I'm not really imagining that this was like the most wonderful thing in the world. If you've ever been on a historic ship, for example, they are not large. And unless you were the captain or one of the high-ranking officers, you did not get your own berth. So sleeping arrangements were pretty cramped. And being on the seas on something that is not that large is humbling and frightening if there's a storm. But anyway, think about maybe what this poor guy is getting sent away by his parents to avoid an entanglement that they don't appreciate. Abroad as I was walking one evening in the spring, I heard a maid in Bedlam so sweetly for to sing. Her chain she rattled in her hand, and thus replied she, my love, because I know my love loves me. Cruel were his parents who sent my love to sea. Cruel was gets out of hand. He flew into her loving arms, and thus replied he, I love my love because I know my love loves me. So now these two are married, and happy may they be. Like turtle doves together in love and unity. All pretty maids with patience wait that have loves at sea. I love my love because I know my love loves me. For I love my love because I know my love loves me. And here's to star-crossed lovers everywhere.
So I think Judith is trying to post websites, but I think it's probably blocking.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that, Judith.
Yeah, sorry, Judith. We have a bot set up so that only, what are they? Moderators can post links. So we will fix that. Or just, I guess, direct message me the links, and I'll check those out.
I'm assuming it's about the song and the dates.
That's probably true. In any case, I think what I love about a song like that is it has this enduring quality of hope, because like there's this through line through at least that version where both parties are really expecting to see each other again, and there's this beautiful thing about true love overcoming in the end. And I think it's easy to become cynical in our world, but I think there really is a lot for us to be hopeful about. Just seeing a lot of the kindness that like some of you folk have done for each other in the last year. Just seeing the way people have supported each other in the comments on shows, or just generally on comments on posts on like each other's walls. Social media is fraught, but there's so much potential for us to share some really wonderful stuff. And if there's a bright spot and a thing that has given me hope in the last year, it is seeing the way that community has built up around a few live streaming shows. I mean, most of us recognize each other's names from like a handful of shows, and like we kind of know each other now, and that's pretty amazing. So now that at least in some parts of the world, we're starting to kind of like see each other in person, and things like Renaissance festivals are opening up again, I'm hoping that I get to meet some of you actually. On that note, as some of you know, Volgamut is going to be playing 3 weekends at the West Virginia Renaissance Festival, and I am planning on going to visit Michael and company on June the 20th. That'll be a Sunday. So I don't know if I'm going to be sitting in with them a lot or a little, but I am going to be hanging out all day, and if you see me, do come say hi, and it'll be nice to hang out a bit, maybe sit around some turkey legs or another festival favorite, and take in a couple of shows together. So hopefully I'll see some of you in West Virginia in a few weeks.
Judith was able to copy and paste some of the information in the chat.
That's great. Thank you, Judith.
And
I will look forward to reading that after the show. So it can be really easy to kind of get head down and focus on learning the songs and not always learn the histories. So thank you for sharing that with us, Judith. Anything else going on in the chat? Yes, no?
people cheering your song.
Oh, cool. Thank you. So, speaking of other cool old songs, this one was unearthed in Eastern Europe, but it is Sephardic in origin. As some of you may know, our world has a long and painful history of treating Jews poorly, and this song is from the Sephardic people who were expelled from Spain during the Inquisition. But we have this tremendous and rich part of their culture in song, and that's part of what I love about this song. What most of us think about with Alla Una, if we know the song, is a guy sees a beautiful girl in the street and he's just completely smitten. And the first two verses are basically him talking about how amazing she is, and one of the refrains is, "How I long to see your beauty." And the reason why it's showing up tonight is the third verse. He talks about how as he departs for war, he blows 2 kisses, one for his mother and one for this beautiful young woman he's seen. And I think that it's fairly important to think about how fragile life can be at times, and how circumstances can completely alter, and how like little things like seeing someone beautiful or experiencing something beautiful before going through something that is going to be horrible and traumatic, and maybe you won't be coming back. I think that's important. We need to hold on to those things. But anyway, there's a piece of that in Alla Una. Alla Una Yo Naci, a las 2 me engrandecí. Alla Una Yo Naci, a las 2 me Here's to you.
Lindsay wants you to know that opening reminds him of how Owen played it.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Those are some big shoes. All hail Owen Fife. Owen was amazing. Without him, so much of the repertoire that so many of us love would probably not be loved quite as much. He did such a great job of unearthing such incredible and beautiful songs, and not only that, but just doing these incredible renditions of them. So thank you, Lindsay. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, they like that song.
Yeah, it is a good one.
Lots of emotes, Twitch emotes.
All right, that's great.
And Scotch Dragon says, great guitar work.
Oh, thank you, Glenda. That's very kind. So, a few weeks back, I think this might have been could have been on this show in the comments, or it could have been on Volgamut. I can't always remember what conversations happened where and when, but we were talking about the origins of We Be Soldiers 3, which, as it turns out, was written around the time of the 100 Years' War, according to a scholar that Michael pointed me toward. And one of the ways to look at this is the soldiers asking people to pay for their drinks or pay for a shot. It's, maybe a drink, but soldiers, mercenaries paid for their own ammunition. So they basically, one way of interpreting the song is they come home from these horrible wars with nothing but like grand stories to tell other patrons at a bar. And I think sometimes the way even our government or our society treats vets, it's not really that much different. So many of these people sacrifice so much because there's a part of them that really believes that it's worth fighting to protect us. And, whether or not I think their motives are entirely pure, I think that sacrifice is valuable and should be honored. And I think sometimes what I love about so many of these songs, and part of the reason why I think they hang on for hundreds of years, is on one hand, like one way of looking at them, they're kind of fun and they're easy to sing and they have these really incredible catchy melodies. And there's something deeper to them than just like a simple drinking song. So I think some of you know this song, so sing along at home. Again, boy. on three. As long as there is any ink in thy pen, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers three. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lady, come forth with the low country, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers three. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lately come forth of the low country, with never a penny of money. So, on a related note, I know some of you are readers, and I wanted to talk a little bit about a book that I read in the last couple weeks that I really enjoyed. And if you enjoyed reading the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer, this may appeal to you. If you read the Iliad and Odyssey and you hated them, this may also appeal to you. The book is called 1,000 Ships, and it's by Natalie Haynes. She did an excellent job of telling a lot of the stories that happened on the sidelines, but not necessarily, there it is, but not necessarily were heralded by Homer. So it's basically a story of like all the women. So whether like the women goddesses or the women of Troy or the women of Greece, and what they're doing while their menfolk are out creating mayhem and all of that. So 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. I highly recommend it. If you have a local bookseller, please go there. If that's not as possible for you and you're in the United States, I recommend Powell's, POWELLS.com. It is a huge independent bookstore in Portland, Oregon. If you're ever anywhere near the Portland, Oregon area, I highly recommend spending some time there. It is a bookstore the size of a city block. Really, actually. It is fantastic. So I commend you to 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. How's everybody doing?
Everybody's good.
Yeah?
Everybody's good. They really like that song, giving you lots of the emotes. And then there's somebody else here that says hello. Oh, Carlos said hello.
Hey, Carlos.
And I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name of, is it Krakos? Krakos?
I don't know.
Krakos?
I don't know.
They say hello.
Hello.
Bien le bonjour. Maybe I didn't say that correctly either, but that is what they sent to you.
Hello. If I don't recognize your screen name, I'll get it. And if I should know who it is, I'm sorry. Anyway, so here's a song that I think is important, and I sort of wrote it in protest of the way that the world works is maybe not the way that it should be. And when I think about Memorial Day, I always think about all the people that just get chewed up in the midst of wars and didn't want to start it, didn't want to be in it, didn't want to be anywhere a part of it, and yet get pulled into this awful conflict. And here's to a more just and peaceful world. And that was Dragon from my album A Vision in Exile. So if you're new, or if you haven't done it yet, jump on over to subalternproject.com, and House Elf 1 is putting that in the chat right now. And if you go to that website and sign up for the email list, you can have a brand new free copy of that digital download direct to your inbox. So there you go. And you will miss no updates in the forthcoming recording stuff that's happening right now, as well as handy reminders for this show. So I'm really excited about that. What's going on over there, House Elf?
Oh, they like that song. Scotch Dragon said that song is an exercise in breath control, and then I let her know that.
You're not kidding about that, Glenda.
That one part is actually written for two people, so when you hear it on the album, it's actually two different. It's not Jeremy singing both parts. It's two different people, and then also Feder Music agreed.
Yeah, I didn't play that song solo for a really long time because of that, and then Michael got me into playing the recorder, and I leveled up enough in my breath control that I started trying to figure out how to play Dragon on my own. So here's for improved breath control.
Woo!
So that's good. Well, friends, I regret to inform you that the hour of our parting has drawn nigh, and I have but one song with which to share with you. And I think it is a particularly poignant song. I tend to think of things fairly cinematically sometimes, and certain songs evoke certain scenes for me. Now, this one doesn't evoke a particular scene from a particular movie. Rather, I think of this song being something that's being sung on a battlefield. And there's a young soldier who is mortally wounded, and he is singing this as he knows he's dying. And I think what makes me think that there are a couple clues in the song that point me toward this, but especially the third verse. So, anyway, Parting Glass. Spent it in good company, and all the sweethearts there I had, they do none but me. Insensate fool, want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. Then fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town that sorely has my heart beguiled. sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts here I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls to my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call good night and joy be with you all. All the money here I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I'd done, at least it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall, then fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. Well, friends, thanks for tuning in today. I know some of you may have been ending a day of barbecuing and memory, and some of you are tuning in from other parts of the world, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. So I'm Jeremy Grafe. Every week on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we can meet right here in our virtual tavern, The Wandering Bard, and hang out over some music and good company. Love you all. Until next week, take it easy.